Empower Little Heroes is a nonprofit event to benefit Cleveland Clinic Children's Child Life Services. It's funded entirely through donations and is crucial to helping children before, during, and after difficult procedures. Elizabeth Glass, she joins us this morning with this very important event. We've had this story on Fox 8 before, but now we actually get to talk to the Elizabeth. So thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us a little bit about what Empower Little Heroes is.
So Empower Little Heroes is this wonderful event where we can help children that are suffering behind the scenes before, during, and after difficult procedures and treatments and diagnosis. So at Schmidt family of companies, we don't want to just talk the talk,
right.
We want to walk the walk. So what that means is being the hands and foot for these children. That means behind the scenes. So you know, at social media, everyone does their well wishes, but that social media goes away.
Sure.
You're sitting in the hospital room, you've got those nerves, you've got that fear coming in, and that's when the child is nervous and they're not sure what to anticipate. That's when the parent has a hard time as well. So Child Life Services is a specific entity of Cleveland Clinic Children's. What they do is they calm and educate those children and distract them during, before, and after the procedure. So that way they can actually endure going through chemotherapy. Right. They can do those things.
And education is such key for
100%.
Any age, but for kids who have no idea what's going on, it's so important. You've been through your own medical battles. Tell us a little bit about that.
I've had quite a few journeys on the medical end. I've been recently diagnosed with Parkinson's, which is in itself kind of difficult. Graves' disease. I've had some operations to save my life. I've had some operations to put implants in my eyes. So it's just been one of those things where we have a purpose.
Yes.
There's a purpose in the pain. There's beauty in the pain. Beauty comes from ashes. So that's kind of where all of this really stemmed in the passion. There's a gentleman that was also working with me named Ed Delinsky. Him and I shared this amazing passion for helping children. So we really took the things that we went through in life. He also had Parkinson's. He just recently went to heaven. But you know, this is kind of the child of my company having such a great heart, and our purpose and our pain, helping these children with their purpose and their pain in connection with the Cleveland Clinic children.
Which is wonderful because we talk about education and especially for kids, they love their stuffed animals. And this is such a perfect way. So tell us about these little ducks.
So what we want to do, if you're like me and you want to do something great for children, but you like things to be transparent. I want to know I'm spending money for the children and not just Post-it notes, right? So being transparent, we actually give you an idea of what we actually pay for. So Kristi, this is actually a chemo duck. We're so excited. So this is actually a duck that the child that's going through chemo gets, and they have the port of a cancer patient. Wow. So what they actually do is they actually get to learn from the doctor and the nurse what's going to happen to them and with them, and their friend gets to go through the chemo process with them. In addition, it isn't just the child. There's brother and sister.
Sure.
So we get one for brother and sister too. So this is actually for the child who is the healthy child, and they also get to endure that process together. So you're also creating some of that connection with the family. And then
there's books. We have to show these.
Absolutely.
So what's this one that I'm holding?
So this particular one right here is for the child. It actually says a book for the healthy sibling of critically ill children. So this is to help them understand and process what brother and sister is going through and connect them to it as well. And then we have one for the cancer patient as well. So it's really just, it's more than just, you know, learning about the process. It's connecting it with them, making them feel comfortable, and in the middle of it, giving them as much peace that they can so that it becomes a positive result instead of just a negative.
And so talk about where some of this money goes to. Obviously books, obviously the stuffed animals with the ducks, but what are some of the other ways this money's being used?
Some of the other ways are even just the littlest things, like they have these little bees that are frozen so that when it's time to get that shot, and I just recently did this with my daughter. They actually, Child Life Services came in and helped her. She has a phobia of shots, right? So sometimes you can't actually get that blood drawn or that shot. So this bee is a little frozen bee and it buzzes. So what it does is it does that mental distraction. So you can actually get the care you need. The nurses that we're also going towards funding, they also are there distracting them with conversation, making them happy. Some of the other things is really crucial training that these nurses need. Beyond that, we've got additional things. It's not just cancer, it's everything. So autism. So maybe there's specific skills the nurses need to be able to help them with that. It goes towards books for autism. It goes towards different tools for all varieties of different
And this is really neat because the Guardians, tell us how you're connected with the Guardians, because your kid can throw out the first pitch, right? Simon, Autumn Ziemba, everybody remembers Autumn. Simon actually threw out the first pitch years ago, and so this is really interesting how you can get involved with that, right?
So, okay. what we want to do is, again, make this the most impacting thing that we possibly can. So we have partnered with the Cleveland Guardians. They do give us 261 game tickets. So that means you can come and join us. You can buy a game ticket and come to the event. However, on top of that, I want to give away an opportunity that I have. I can actually throw the first pitch at that game, but what I want to do is I want to allow a child who has been through medical adversity themselves to get to have this life-changing moment. As she mentioned, Simon in the past got to come out in the field and throw that first pitch with us on Wednesday, August 23rd. I'm going to allow this now and open this up to the Fox 8 viewership so that you can nominate a child that you know that has gone through medical adversity. They can either be over it now or have done it in the past. They can be in a wheelchair. They can be easily accessible. And I just want to give that opportunity to a child to come out and make that first pitch.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, it's exciting.
And so if you go to fox8.com, we will link everything there on how you can nominate somebody. All the details are on there as well, and you can help this great organization.
Yeah.
Elizabeth is an angel here on earth, and so we're praying for you too, that you fight your battles as well, as long as helping these kids.
Yes.
So what an awesome idea.
It is. And we also have an auction. So if you can't come to the game and if you can't nominate a child, we have an availability if you go to our website as well to donate money, donate funds. You can also donate auction items and even bid on the auction items and come back. We even have stuff signed from the Guardians.
That's great.
And from all these different great teams.
Right, because they can't do it without you. So we would appreciate all the help, and we have the best viewers in the world. Don't tell anybody.
We really
actually tell everybody, because ours is better than everybody else's. Okay, thank you, Elizabeth. Good to see you. All right, it's 8:52. We're going to toss things over to Kenny Crumpton. Hey, Crump.